Hypnosis, How to Hypnotize Anyone, The Beginner's Guide to Hypnotism. Includes the history of hypnosis, how hypnotism works, the dark side of hypnosis, and how to hypnotize anyone, anywhere, anytime. Written by Kyle Faber. Narrated by Kevin Kollins. Hypnosis, How to Hypnotize Anyone, The Beginner's Guide to Hypnotism. Copyright 2018 CAC Publishing, LLC. All rights reserved. No portion of this book may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopy, recording, scanning, or other, except for brief quotations in critical reviews or articles without prior written permission of the publisher. Published by CAC Publishing, LLC, ISBN 978-1-950010-11-0 paperback, ISBN 978-1-950010-10-3 ebook. The following book is reproduced below with the goal of providing information that is as accurate and reliable as possible. Regardless, purchasing this book can be seen as consent to the fact that both the publisher and the author of this book are in no way experts on the topics discussed within, and that any recommendations or suggestions that are made herein are for entertainment purposes only. Professionals should be consulted as needed prior to undertaking any of the actions endorsed herein. This declaration is deemed fair and valid by both the American Bar Association and the Committee of Publishers Association and is legally binding throughout the United States. Furthermore, the transmission, duplication, or reproduction of any of the following work, including specific information, will be considered an illegal act, irrespective of if it is done electronically or in print. This extends to creating a secondary or tertiary copy of the work or a recorded copy and is only allowed with an expressed written consent from the publisher, all additional rights reserved. The information in the following pages is broadly considered to be a truthful and accurate account of facts, and as such any inattention, use, or misuse of the information in question by the reader will render any resulting actions solely under their purview. There are no scenarios in which the publisher or the original author of this work can be in any fashion deemed liable for any hardship or damages that may befall them after undertaking information described herein. Additionally, the information in the following pages is intended only for informational purposes and should thus be thought of as universal. As befitting its nature, it is presented without assurance regarding its prolonged validity or interim quality. Trademarks that are mentioned are done without written consent and can in no way be considered an endorsement from the trademark holder. Introduction. Congratulations on downloading Hypnosis, How to Hypnotize Anyone, The Beginner's Guide to Hypnotism, and thank you for doing so. I know that you, the reader, will be very pleased with the results and knowledge you will learn from this manual. The following chapters will discuss the history of hypnotism throughout the ages and famous people involved with hypnotism. The founder of hypnotism and his amazing discovery will be researched to the fullest extent possible within the scope of this book. You will learn what the definition of hypnosis is and how it has been defined in the past, as well as the depth and scope of hypnotism. When you are finished reading the chapter on the definition of hypnotism, you might already be very well versed in hypnotism. We will explore the dark side of how hypnotism is used nefariously by our government and other governments to get what they need from people and how they convince people to give up rights and freedoms with hypnotism. You will be provided, of course, with real-life examples of this. You will learn everything you need to know about hypnotism as far as your gaze, speech, body movements, and directional interaction for an effective hypnotic interview
Sample complete. Ready to continue?